What's up, everybody? I'm the Mana Dork. I don't have a catchphrase, but what I do have is another standard 8 rare deck for you. Today we're playing Boros Convoke with a couple upgrades from Aether Drift. We're going to start with the old cards that you already know, and then I'll show you the upgrades. So, usual suspects of 4 Knight-Errant of Eos, 4 Imodane's Recruiter, 4 Resolute Reinforcement, 4 Case of the Gateway Express, 2 Sheltered by Ghosts, 3 Yotian Frontliner, 4 Novice Inspector, 4 Gleeful Demolition. We're already familiar with all those. Now on to the new toys. We've got 4 copies of Nesting Bot. White for a 1/1 robot. He's got Start Your Engines. Max speed, he gets +1/+0. And when he dies, he creates a 1/1 colorless servo artifact creature token. Now what's great about him is, in addition to Novice Inspector, now we've got 2 different things that we can demolition on turn 2 and wind up with 4 creatures. Or, Nesting Bot on turn 1, turn 2 demolition it, wind up with 4 creatures and an untapped plains, and go directly into our Knight-Errant on turn 2. The other new card, 4 Voyager Glidecar, white for a vehicle, 2/3. When it enters, scry 1, cruise for 1, and we can tap 3 other untapped creatures we control, and until end of turn, it becomes an artifact creature, gains flying, and we put a +1/+1 counter on it. Now he's going to fill the slot that's usually done by Warden of the Inner Sky. Roughly the same thing, but a few differences. We only get the scry 1 time up front, as opposed to being able to tap creatures later on to put counters on the Warden and get scry over and over again. But the thing that I like about the Glidecar is when we use that tap 3 ability, him becoming a creature and getting the counter is all in one bubble before the opponent can respond. Meaning even though that he's printed as a 2/3, we're able to immediately pull him out of cut down range before the opponent can do anything. The fact that it becomes flying is also a huge bonus, as well as the fact that we can do that at instant speed. So if the opponent isn't thinking or isn't familiar with the card, maybe we can catch someone attacking when they shouldn't be. 14 plains and 9 mountains to fuel it all. And that's the deck. Alright, I'm going to go find an opponent. That'll give you a chance to find the like and subscribe. And I'll see you over there. We can run with this. Start out with the bot. Come over for 1. Get the Glidecar. I don't think we have enough guys to warrant keeping him quite yet. Crew. Come over for 3. Hopefully. Nowhere to run. Taking out our car. Unholy Annex. Yeah, I think we Knight-Errant here. And whiff entirely. But we've got a bigger body now to use the Sheltered by Ghosts either to... Oh, I was going to say either to deal with the Annex or the token. And that's a Shieldred. Get that Shieldred out of here. Do some math here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 13. That's not going to be quite lethal. So we're just going to swing for right now. Leave it as is. And next turn, hopefully the Recruiter will take it home for us. They're thinking. So then the question becomes, what are they holding? What are they sitting on? So I think we build forces rather than swing. Pass it back. Shieldred it is. Malicious Eclipse. Maze Mine Tome. See what we draw here. No blocks. So then, what happens if we drop this and this and the Recruiter? We win is what happens. That's an abysmal draw. That's a bit better. I think the Recruiter goes away. Start with the bot. Glidecar. We will keep a mountain. We'll come over from one. Bot number 2. Lightning strike on us. We go to 17. And pass it back. Cast more than one non-Phyrexian spell in a turn. Alright. We're casting just one right now. And these are actually Phyrexian goblins, so the sensor doesn't tap them, which is a happy little coincidence for us. Sensor number 2. Pump up our boy. Knight-Errant will come into play tapped, but that's okay. Inspector and Recruiter. And that's our one spell for the turn. No attacks. Alright, I'll bite. Through with that thing. Fair enough. No blocks. So the question is, what is our one spell here? If we drop the Recruiter, that's 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 1 point short. So I think we just get rid of one of the sensors. And send 4 things their way. More sensors. And they scoop. They see the Imodane in hand and they did the math. And this looks like a keeper. Turn 1 dude, turn 2 2 dudes. And then maybe we'll get some Recruiter action in a minute. Bot. They surveilled away a land. There are Roots deck. Okay, doke. This thing, make this thing, make all the things. Diversion unit. Counter an instant or sorcery, which we don't have, or they don't have the blue to activate. So this seems like a good time to cash that in. Make a Knight-Errant. Get a couple robot friends. Send everything. Cut down one of them, which is fine. Block the other. I can live with that. Frontliner. Soul Culprit. But no dudes to put counters on. Recruiter. And opponent packs it up. This looks like a keeper. See what they've got. White, black. All right. We will start our engine. That's not somebody you see out of draft very often. I think I'm more worried about keeping the clue than the bot. So we'll just have 5 guys out. During Bond Warden. Virtue that guy. Get in for 3. We do not block. Case that for 3. And we will sacrifice a dude to get the case solved. Mondrak. So I think the answer actually, we sent everybody I didn't contemplate both of them blocking. But okay, that's what happens. Go ahead and make those. I don't know why I did it main phase. There was no real reason to. Another land would be amazing. Radadrobic, what are you doing here? All right. I have to shelter you. And we hold our position. We can't play the other case and pay for the ward right now. Lightning Helix our guy. See if we can... Not that we're going to draw anything that'll get us out of that, but we'll draw it anyway. And then what we can do... that on the bottom. Screw that. Which is going to give us our 3 creatures to deal with Radadrobic. No attacks. Laughing Jasper is no laughing matter right now. Well, it worked before. No attacks. Now hopefully next turn they stop putting on pressure and we can do the adventure half of the recruiter. Piggy bank, not a big deal. Jolly Balloon Man, a little bit of a big deal. Make a couple knights. Make him fly. And in for 4. Combo. This deck is nutty. All right. Two in the air. Do the Mondrak sacrifice. We get some treasures. We lose a bunch of life. Things do not look good for the home team. Demolish that thing. That's right, Campbell's going to make a whole bunch of tokens. Forgot about that. And we're going to give it to him. We could not break through that puzzle. This looks like a keeper. It's going to do exactly what we want, provided the opponent doesn't interfere too much. Who do we exile? Got to be the recruiter. That worked out. Deep Cavern Bat. What are you going to hijack? That feels like the right choice. Talent. Come in for 1. Make another bot. Attack. Bandit's Talent. Goodbye to that thing. Get in for 2. Get our max speed, so now we're going to be swinging with 2 1s, which might matter. Deep Cavern Bat. Make reinforcements. And Bat gets nothing. Tick up their talent. Run this guy out. Send everything. When it goes to 5, pass it back. That slasher is unstoppable. Send both of those. Actually, we're going to send everything. And then make ourselves a whole bunch of blockers. Shielder. Alright, we go to 5. But I think sending everybody ends it. So there's going to be 5 guys getting through. And the good guys win. This is a keeper. Land looks good. Start our engines. True. And attack for 2. And nothing else we want to do right now. Crew. Attack for 3. And the turn. They're doing something, or at least contemplating it. Soul Partition. We can live with that. Cash in the clue. Got another friend. Come over for 2. Interrupt our Glidecar. Make that guy. Pass it back. Let's try this Glidecar again. And another interrupter. Only get one guy, but that's all right. Opponent scoops. And that's the deck. Overall, I'm very happy with its performance. We wound up with a 9-2 record recording for this video. The bot did exactly what I wanted. The Glidecar did exactly what I wanted about 90% of the time. I think he gets a slight edge over the Warden, but the honest answer is if I was running this in a non-budget version, I would try to find room for both. Overall, the deck, did the traditional Boros Convoke thing. No major changes or variations. So just still a very solid deck and something that I would be recommending to ladder up with. So if you're still here, thanks for making it to the end of the video. I appreciate you taking the time to hang out and watch me play some games. Feel free to leave a comment if you like what you saw or if there's anything you'd like me to do differently. Don't forget to like the subscribe and button the smash or whatever it is you do to show that you appreciate the video. Thanks again for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next one.